Good morning, Broncos. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to campus for what is sure to be an exciting 2022 to 2023 school year. To get things started, let's talk about the structure of the show and how it's changed for this year.
First of all, our shows will be 8 minutes or less, mostly full of announcements. We hope it's more entertaining than just reading a piece of paper in your classroom. Announcements will be shown each and every AB day, except on days with late start, so Wednesday. This is due to no time being allocated for announcements on late start days. All B&N announcements on Thursdays should be shifted to office hour time in order to ensure that each class has an equitable amount of time for learning.
Currently, we are still scheduled to have announcements on rally days. These shows will typically be shorter as class time is a huge priority, not only for us, but for your teachers as well. However, there is still time allocated for announcements on these days, and we would like to utilize it accordingly. Understanding this, we're looking to be as accommodating as possible, which may mean we don't have announcements shown due to the length of rallies.
With that said, let's talk about accommodations. If you're looking to submit an announcement, Mr. Sipe will attach the announcement submission form to the emails teachers receive in the morning, as well as each and every morning. With this announcement submission form, we, B&N students, will be able to add what you, teachers, would like added to our rundown for the day. If you or your teacher only email Mr. Sipe, it will be more than likely missed and not shown on the show.
So teachers, please utilize the form that's linked in each email that B&N sends out each and every morning to add announcements to the show.
Second, we will not be accepting any in-person student announcements. This is to help facilitate the teacher-student conversation about what is to be included in the announcements each morning, as well as allow clubs to be completely responsible for the content in their announcement. Last year, we had to make tough decisions about whether or not to run content. This year, we would like to leave that decision to each club and lead teacher.
If making a video announcement is not possible for you or your club to do, we advise utilizing the submission form so that we can do our job of making sure that your announcement makes it into the show and is shared appropriately.
If there are any problems whatsoever, or if we somehow miss your announcement, please immediately email Mr. Sipe so we can attempt to rectify the problem. He will do his best to promptly get back to you.
Third, please read the B&N provided form thoroughly as the majority of your questions are answered there. Again, this form will be sent out each and every day alongside the announcements for that day.
Now, what happens once your announcement has been submitted? Once your announcement has been submitted, we, B&N students, funnel those announcements into 6 separate categories. There are as follows.
Headlines, which are general announcements that apply to all students.
Class announcements, announcements specific for each individual class.
Bronco Land, which are BBC, athletics, or team announcements.
Club Corner, which is where announcements from clubs will reside.
Teacher Talk, a space and a place to let staff members, teachers, and administrators give one another a heads up or a shout out of something of note on campus.
And last but not least, our own place to present 30-second PSAs, activity commercials, sports highlights, or cultural happenings.
Now, there's going to be a lot to cram in these 8 minutes each day. We're currently planning on spending 1 minute or less in each category in order to keep our show short so that both students and teachers can get back to the task of the day.
All right, cool. We got all of that. If not, feel free to rewatch this episode and play back the information at any point so that everything is cleared up. With that said, let's jump straight into this morning's headlines.
Although this year is just getting started, we will still need to go through the annual process of submitting paperwork to activate all club, program, and sport ASB accounts, and this needs to be done soon. Mrs. Cush sent out an email with the attached cheat sheet that should provide step-by-step instructions as to how to complete the necessary paperwork to activate your account. This is a detailed checklist including what all is required for the different types of accounts, club, program, or athletic team.
Please note, without submitting the appropriate paperwork, no financial activity can be approved.
FCMAT, Ed Code, and the District School Board policies require student approval for all expenditures of student ASB funds. Therefore, teachers must conduct meetings in order to move forward with club activation and any financial requests. Teachers may conduct meetings through email, Microsoft Teams, and/or Canvas as long as documentation is made. If you have more questions, please contact Mrs. Cush via email.
Make sure to download the 5-Star Student app to participate in the student elections of the school year. We'll be utilizing this app to host student officer elections, to elect royal courts for our dances, and to conduct important student surveys. Visit the App Store today and download 5-Star Students app.
ASB and Senate will have plenty of events and happenings this year. If you have not already done so, please follow them on Instagram to stay informed on events, activities, athletics, student highlights, etc. at Vista Murrieta HS.
And now let's see what announcements we have for the
Seniors. Seniors, make sure to head on over to the trading post and fill out the senior preferred parking form. These spots are an additional $40 after paying $20 for a VMHS parking permit.
Please have your design submitted before August 26th. These spots are randomly drawn after the due date to submit paperwork. So if you want to get a spot by your friends, your best chance would be to submit your paperwork together.
And now let's see what announcements we have for the juniors.
This is normally where junior announcements will go. Teachers and staff members, please submit your announcements using the form Mr. Sipe sent along with today's announcements.
And now let's see what announcements we have for the sophomores.
The same goes for sophomores, teachers and staff members. If you have any announcements, please use the form to have them included each and every day.
And now let's see what announcements we have for the freshmen.
Wednesday, August 17th, right after school, Link Crew is holding their annual ice cream social out by the quad. Tickets are $2 pre-sale and $5 at the door. Come out and hang out with your Link Crew leaders or stop by for a quick cold treat before heading to a club or sports practice or just home.
Students running in freshman elections need to have paperwork turned in by the end of this week, Friday, 8/19. Paperwork may be picked up from the trading post located next to the gym and athletic office near the front of the school.
If you get stuck, please feel free to stop by the ASB room and Mrs. Cush or an ASB member will help you out.
And now let's see what announcements we have for you out in Bronco Land. Bronco Land is normally the 1-minute time slot we have reserved for BBC. They will be in starting on Thursday to update us with their announcements from the world of athletics.
In the meantime, is anyone interested in playing girls basketball? Tryouts for the 2022-23 team will take place in the gym today, August 22nd and 23rd in the gym from 7 to 9 p.m. with final callbacks on August 25th from 4 to 6 p.m. Please see Coach Sather in room W111 before school. Lunch or after school for tryout forms if you would like to play.
The very first football home game is this Friday, the 19th. Make sure to wear your BBC shirt to get into the exclusive access BBC gate, free for all the Broncos with ASB. Got no ASB card? No problem. Buy your ticket at the bookkeeper or at the door the day of the game. No better time to get involved and make some fun memories, all while supporting our football team.
And now let's see what you've got going around campus in this morning's Club Corner. This is the area where club announcements would normally live.
Club Rush is currently scheduled to take place during one lunch on September 1st. Be sure to get your club paperwork from ASB turned in before August 26th to participate.
For any clubs that are looking to add club announcements, please upload to YouTube without music so we can download them and add them to our rundown each day. Club announcements should be recorded horizontally, not vertically, on your phone. Upload it to YouTube and submit it via the link from your club advisor. Teachers, please check the daily email BNN sends out.
And now let's see what announcements we have just for the teachers in this morning's Teacher Talk.
Teachers, we've all had a crazy first week back. However, we know that you may actually have announcements from and for one another. This is where they will live. If you have any future announcements, please use the aforementioned BNN form to submit them to us.
That's all the time we have for you today, Broncos.
Please be sure to follow all of our social media listed on the screen.
Speaking of social media, please be sure to follow all of our social media so you can get updates from us throughout the week at VMHSBNN. Be sure to tag us and send us updates so we can help you get more connected to your audience outside of BNN.
I've been Alex Ruiz.
And I'm Mason Clewine.
Stay classy, Broncos.